have this whole like lifestyle of being super fucked up and then getting sober for a few years. So some of the tours could have been a lot more fun, but I was sober.
Yeah.
That's one way of looking at it. That's definitely a good take on it.
But I'm having fun right now. I'm sober. I mean, I drink. I have a few drinks, but I don't do drugs right now. Yeah. I'm not gonna do drugs anymore. And I'm having a great time on this tour. I'm having like literally every day I wake up, I'm super happy. Like I'm just like, it's fucking great, man. I'm making money doing what I love to do. People still care. Yeah. I feel blessed, man. Like, I mean, it's such a cliche to say that, but like coming back from hell like I just did, I was in a real dark place. So I really like do feel blessed right now.
So what made you realize the Zanny had to stop?
I'm walking around in the walls and shit, like not leaving my apartment for 2 years. Like, wow. You know what I mean? Just watching Netflix and drinking wine and shit, like stupid shit. Not being active, spending all my bread, like, I mean, just fucking dumb shit. Like, it's like the same with the Oxycontin addiction I had. It's like, it stops becoming fun and then you're just doing it because you have to. And like, Oxycontin is like a physical thing. So it's like, you have to keep doing it so you don't get dope sick. Xanax, you have to keep doing it so you don't go fucking mentally insane. Yeah, wow. So it's like, I had to come off like 8-9 bars I was taking at the end. And it's like every time I would come down the court, I'd be like fucking, like a drill going through my brain for like 10 days. And I'd have to keep doing that and keep doing that. That shit's no joke, man. Everybody talk about that shit like it's fun. That shit, not fun, bro.
Yeah. Wow. So that brings me to another question. Cause is this like before, cause you know how hip hop has it's very drug culture now. Right? Yeah, people talk about Xannies and all that stuff in hip hop.
Yeah, they make it seem cool.
Right?
Yeah, everybody's fucking full of shit though. Everybody talks about a whole bunch of shit just to sell like music. Yeah. They don't fucking party like I party, bro. Yeah, they don't. Like, they're taking little things and talk. They're just glorifying the shit that, you know what I mean, that they think they're supposed to talk about. But they don't really live in a life like I was living that life. Yeah. I was really deep in that drug culture. It's not good. It's nothing fucking good or glamorous about that shit.
Yeah, because like I've seen music videos where guys have like Zanny cakes and stuff like that. But like you're talking about before all that whole hype was going on, you were like dealing with these type of issues, right?
Bro, I was fucking doing 2180s before there even was an opiate epidemic. Wow. I was doing $500,000 worth of dope a year before anybody even knew Oxycontin that was synthetic heroin.
Wow.
Wow.
That's just, wow.
Did this start before going on tour?
No. The whole like Swollen Members era was cool. Like we would just drink. I mean, I drank a lot. I would drink like a whole bottle of Jack Daniels and like 12 to 18 Heinekens a night. But like, I didn't drink when I went home. I just drank. But we were touring all the time, so I would drink at shows. Yeah. But then I'd go home for 2 months and never even think to have a beer in the fridge. You know what I mean? So whatever I did, I guess I had a high tolerance or whatever. But no drugs. I did coke and shit and acid and all the shit like kids did when they were younger back then. But none of it became like a problem. It wasn't until like after that whole wave of success, I had 13 houses. I had fucking everything you could think of. I had it all. And then I was bored. Like the wave had kind of... When they say it's a wave, it's because it's a wave. You're riding a wave, but it's going to crash. You feel me? Eventually. So it's like, eventually that wave crashes. And it's like, what's next? Like, I've done everything, man. Like, my bucket list is filled. I'm only 27 years old. Like, what's next? Yeah. So you start going out with your friends and partying every night. And, you know what I mean? And girls and drinking and drugs and... just get caught up. So I guess I was an opiate addict my whole life, but never knew it because I would have never stuck a fucking needle in my arm. You know what I mean? I see what these Walking Dead motherfuckers look like on Hastings Street. I wasn't gonna fucking become a heroin addict. You fucking crazy. Yeah. That wasn't gonna happen to me. But I got tricked into the same shit by someone giving me a Percocet at a show. Okay. And when you drink beer and take a Percocet, if you're an opiate addict, that shit it's like heaven. I don't know how to explain it, but it was like the clouds parted halfway through the show. And I was like, what the fuck, man? I found the answer. But at that time, I thought it was like something you would find in your parents' bathroom cabinet. It seemed harmless. Yeah. And long story short, You know, the 1 Percocent turned into 10, 10 turned into 20, 20 turned into 360, which turns into fucking 2180s because you don't want to take all that aspirin and get all puffed up like Elvis was.
Wow.
And then you're in a deep, dark place and you lost all your money, you lost all your houses, your dick doesn't work no more, everything's fucked up, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. I lived in my fucking theater room for 6 months, bro. I lived in a theater room in my house for 6 months.
Wow.
Fucking had 6 dogs. They would just, I ate 2 things of ice cream at night. That's it. I was like 80 pounds overweight, like fucked up.
Wow.
So when I say people aren't really living that life, like you can glamorize it, that's cool, but like
you're deep into the addiction.
Yeah, and some people can take Xanax and take it or leave it. Mm-hmm. All the power to them. Some people can fucking get high and just do it like a normal person. That's great. But like talking about it all the time, eventually you're gonna end up in rehab, homeboy. Like, that's it.
Yeah. What do you think was your rock bottom? Because like I
think I just explained that. Yeah, I was living in my fucking theater room for 6 months.
That sounds like pretty much rock bottom. When you say you lost your houses, and you hear the man said lost all his houses, dick's not working. He's in his theater room, 6 dogs eating ice cream. That
was it.
That sounds like rock bottom.
That was it. I was driving. Like I said, I said it on the breakfast television this morning. I was driving to go pick up like $7 grand worth the dope, and like a tear just ran down my eye. And I look in the mirror of my whip, and I knew right there my lips were purple. I said, "I'm gonna die, or I'm gonna quit." And I called my mom. I said, "Yo, man, it's gonna be over." So my parents came, and my family is amazing, and shout out to them, and they helped me, and it was hell, bro. It was like a fucking dolphin trying to flip out of my own skin. Like, I wanted to off myself. Like, the pain is so, you can't even describe, like, the fucking torturous pain that you go through coming off drugs like that.
Yeah.